You might know this boy as the tender B-side to I Wanna Hold Your Hand, but behind that harmony-rich ballad lies some of the Beatles' most fascinating studio stories and musical risks. Today, we'll test your Beatles IQ with 15 hard, lesser-known questions about this boy, the song that even impressed George Martin enough to give it its own instrumental single. Let's see how deep your Beatles knowledge really goes. Write down your answers and share your score in the comments. Question 1. Who was responsible for changing the odd note in the Beatles' intricate harmonies on this boy? A. John Lennon, B. Paul McCartney, C. George Martin, D. Norman Smith. Fact: Martin worked out the harmonies with them at the piano while Ringo read comics in the back of the studio. Question 2. What song directly inspired John Lennon to write this boy? A. Please Mr. Postman, B. I've Been Good to You by Smokey Robinson, C. To Know Her Is to Love Her, D. Cry Baby Cry. Lennon admired Smokey's circular chord patterns and emotional delivery, both echoed in this boy. Question 3. How long did it take Lennon and McCartney to write this boy? A. About 15 minutes, B. Around 2 hours, C. A full day, D. 3 days. Fact: They wrote it in a British hotel room between 1 and 3 p.m., complete with vomit-colored decor, as Paul described. Question 4. In which session did this boy introduce 4-track recording to the Beatles? A. Please Please Me, B. She Loves You, C. I Wanna Hold Your Hand, D. Can't Buy Me Love. Both This Boy and I Want to Hold Your Hand were cut the same night, October 17th, 1963, using 4-track for the first time. Question 5. What unique time signature did this boy use that was unusual for early Beatles songs? A. 4/4, B. 6/8, C. 12/8, D. 3/4. This was their first full song in 12/8 time, giving it a lilting doo-wop waltz feel. Question 6. How many complete takes did the Beatles record before nailing the final master? A. 7, B. 10, C. 15, D. 20. Take 15 became the master, with George adding octave guitar overdubs on takes 16 and 17. Question 7. What surprising studio decision was made about the song's ending? A. Add hand claps, B. Fade out instead of using the full ending, C. Double the final chorus, D. Remove the guitar solo. Fact: the release single fades out, but the Beatles performed the full harmony ending live, especially on Ed Sullivan. Question 8. Why was a stereo mix of this boy created by accident in 1966? A. A mislabeled tape order, B. George Martin's experiment, C. Abbey Road test mix, D. Capitol's request for stereo singles. Fact: engineers mixed it by mistake when they confused This Boy for Bad Boy during prep for a collection of Beatles oldies. Question 9. Who mistakenly caused that stereo mix to happen? A. Jeff Emmerich, B. Peter Brown and Graham Kirby, C. Norman Smith, D. George Martin. Answer: B. The two engineers received a wrong phone message, leading to this boy's first stereo mix ever. Question 10. Which fake stereo version continued to circulate in the US long after 1966? A. Rechanneled stereo, B. Enhanced mono, C. Duophonic mix, D. Phase echo mix. Answer: C. Capitol's duophonic mix appeared on US albums until Past Masters Volume 1 finally used the true stereo in 1988. Question 11. What role did this boy play during Ringo Starr's temporary absence in 1964? A. They replaced him with a session drummer. B. It was used to audition Jimmy Nicol. C. They dropped it from their set list. D. George played drums on it. Answer: B. Nicole had to prove he could handle the song's subtle drumming before being sent on tour with the Beatles. Question 12. Who recorded an instrumental version of This Boy that charted in the US? A. George Martin, B. Billy J. Kramer, C. Tony Sheridan, D. The London String Ensemble. Answer A. Ringo's theme, This Boy, hit number 53 on Billboard and topped the Canadian charts in 1964. Question 13. How did English critic William Mann describe the harmonies in This Boy? A. Avant-garde harmonics, B. Chains of pentatonic clusters, C. Baroque polyphony, D. Triadic minimalism? Fact, the Beatles had no idea what that meant. Paul laughed later, saying, "We hadn't been conscious of any of that." Question 14. What was unusual about how the harmonies were recorded? A. Each voice isolated. B. The trio huddled around one mic. C. Recorded in separate takes. D. Done in stereo for the first time. Fact, John, Paul, and George sang shoulder to shoulder into a single mic, capturing their natural blend perfectly. Question 15. Which modern technology was used by Giles Martin to remix This Boy in 2023? A. Dolby Atmos. B. AI demixing technology. C. Abbey Road ADT. D. Quadraphonic layering. Fact, using Peter Jackson's AI tools, the 2023 Red Album remix untangled their harmonies with new clarity. So how many of those 15 tough ones did you get right? Did you know about the mistaken stereo mix or Ringo's replacement audition? Drop your score below and tell us which fact blew your mind most. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this quiz with other Beatles fans, because this boy might just outscore you.